Thank you for tuning in to Conversations with Dee. I have my special guest, Mr. Nitty Green, from the legendary movie and a legend himself, the band, the group, guy group, Riff, and Men of Vision. And you have seen him in Lean on Me.
Yep. Let me give myself a hand on that one right there. I've done some things, right?
I know you've done a lot. Thank you so much. So, how did it start?
Huh?
How did it start? How did it all start with you? I know y'all are from Paterson, New Jersey.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we're definitely we born and raised Paterson, New Jersey. You know, growing up in my house, like just listening to my mom sing and you know, going to church, and you know, my family, everybody played something and sang something, and you know, I picked it up from my mom, watching my mom's do her thing in church. So by the time I got to high school, before I got to high school, I was singing in a little quartet group called the Spotlight Gospel Singers, which was half of the Riff members was in that group. You know what I mean? And you know, we went to grammar school together. By the time we got to high school, I don't know, it happened very fast. I know that Mr. Clark had this he had this thing that we had to know the school song. And if you didn't know it, he was going to suspend you. So
I'm so sorry, Mr. Nitty. My Wi-Fi went out and I didn't hear like all of your story.
Okay, I'm back up, no problem.
Oh my God. No, it went bloop. And I'm like, what is going on?
Yeah, no. So going up into high school, Eastside High School, Mr. Clark had a thing where he wanted everybody in the school to learn the school song.
Can you start over from where because you said, because you're from Paterson, New Jersey.
I'm from Paterson.
And then it went out. Go ahead. I want to make sure that I hear it and everybody else hear it too. I apologize.
No
if I went out.
No
Go
problem.
ahead.
Born and raised Paterson, New Jersey, growing up in my house, listening to my mom sing, you know. And I was told that my father could sing as well. My father was sickly, so he ended up passing away. But anyway, I was told that he was a great singer as well. But growing up in the house and going to grammar school and meeting some of the guys in my group, Riff, back in grammar school, we hooked up. We was being friends, and you know, we started a gospel group called the Spotlight Gospel Singers. And from there, you know, graduated grammar school. We went to high school. And, you know, growing up listening to the New Edition and New Kids on the Block and the Force MDs, that made us want to, you know, sing. So Mr. Clark, going into the school, he had this like rule: you had to learn the school song. And if you didn't know it, he was going to suspend you. He was going to throw you out.
Wow.
20 days, right? So, and if you missed one more, you had to repeat the year over. So,
oh my God, that is so funny. Wow.
It was one day he messaged me. Well, he came over the loudspeaker and was like, "Mr. Best, come to the office." So I went down to his office, and there was two friends of mine in his office, and he asked me, "Mr. Best, which one of these girls are you dating?" And I was like, none. We're like friends. He goes, "You know what? For some reason, I don't believe you. That's not what they're telling me." He goes, "I want you to sing the school song." And he said, "If you don't know it," he said, "I'm going to suspend you for 20 days. I promise you that you will have to repeat the year over if you miss one day after that." So I begged him. I said, "Listen, Mr. Clark, of course, I would love to sing the school song." I said, "But if you let me come back tomorrow," I said, "I'm going to blow you away." Right? So he gave me that pass. I went over by my two cousins' house and we put a rendition of the school song together. Boom. We came back the next day. We sang it. I'm telling you right now, man, we were like celebrities in the school for for all 4 years that we were there. And that's pretty much how Riff got its start. Warner Brothers was making a film about Mr. Clark because a year before he did a change. He threw out some of the bad seeds that was in the school, cats that wasn't living up to their potential. They just came there to goof around. He threw them out. He didn't have no patience for that. He threw them out, and Warner Brothers caught wind of it and looked into it and wanted to do a movie about him. So after we got famous in the school for singing the school song, he basically told us that he was having a movie done of the school and he wanted us to be a part of it. So he said that he was going to have them write us in it. And that's how Riff got its start. We landed a record deal with SBK Records after that. We went on tour with Vanilla Ice for about 6 months. And then shortly after that, we went on tour with LL Cool J, the Mama Said Knock You Out tour for about 6 months. And, we started making our rounds, and that's pretty much how Riff got started, man. We was doing it.
That's awesome. And so, okay, y'all are one of the groups that set the tone for R&B in general for guy groups. And so what are your thoughts on the lack of Black male representation in the R&B group arena
right now?
Yeah, because the last group was what? I'm sorry, Day 26,
right?
Mindless Behavior, and B2K.
Right. You know what? It hurts me so bad, man. I don't know why, but the music industry has changed tremendously. Like, people don't really, when it transformed from tape and CDs and stuff like that there, and it got into this streaming thing, man, I don't know, man. Music did a shift that I can't really explain exactly what happened. But, excuse me, I know that everybody I'm talking about is just not Riff. Like, we are in the studio now recording a new CD. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm telling you right now, like, it's gonna take a village, man. Like everybody got to make them calls to the radio stations, man, and tell them, listen, we need to get that R&B back in the house. We need to see, Boys the Men, 112, Jodeci, all of them. And listen, everybody has new material too. Everybody.
They do. You're right.
Working on music.
Everybody is.
Especially during this pandemic.
Everybody's working.
You know what I mean? So it's just, everything is direct. Everybody is in their phone. Everything is here now. But I'm really kind of shocked because the music was so good. The 80s and the 90s and the 2000s, music was awesome. The group, the male groups, we was coming through flatlining everything.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Flatlining everything. There was groups coming out. And you know what? I'm glad to be a part of the number, man. Part of that iconic movement. You know what I'm saying? And I think, I know for a fact we're heavy on doing shows though. Like, so, we'll be coming to you guys' city soon. As soon as we can be able to move, you're gonna see everybody. When this
DC,
everybody's gonna come through.
Okay. Well, let me know when y'all come to DC because I will definitely support. And make sure you come to Michigan. I'm from Flint originally, so I know y'all gonna hit Detroit because Detroit's a little bit more bigger. I get it, but I will definitely support in DC.
Definitely, I'm gonna be looking for you too.
Definitely, I'm gonna buy a ticket. I buy tickets, so
Okay.
Yeah, some people don't, but they be like, "Oh, can I get a free show?" I'm like, "That's so tacky. You should buy a ticket." Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, the R&B arena, I noticed it. Like, everybody from Jodeci, Shy, Riff, Vizion, 112, Jagged Edge. Today, Guy,
come on,
Blackstreet. Oh my, Intro. Oh my God, like, everybody set a tone. And H-Town. Everybody set a tone. It's
the
like
Rude Boys. We going on
the Rude Boys. It's just like they all were iconic. Y'all all are iconic, and nobody can touch that. And so it's kind of like, Wow. You know, y'all really did that. And so the fact that nobody has been able to, that says a lot. I mean, and everybody had their own organic sound too.
Yes, they
So
did.
tell me about that. Like, how was that in terms? A lot of it went into the lyrics. I understand that, and the sound, but lyrics. How did you, in general, come up with that, with the arrangements of who was gonna do what and who was gonna say what, how it all was gonna come together? Your whole style. How does that all come together? Was that something that y'all started? You already knew, or the A&R said, hey, you should sound like this?
Nah, you know what? I think like when we were getting prepared to do our record, our manager, Skip Van Rensselaer, who was also, you know, Shy is from our town too, like Darnell, you know.
I interviewed them
at high school. He graduated from East High School. So his father managed us.
Yeah.
And we I don't know, like, because in Riff, everybody took turns singing lead. You understand what I'm saying? So he knew who needed to sing what. You know what I mean? Because we had the 5-part harmony, the 5-part soul down with a little bit of yesterday and a lot of today. You know what I mean? So we had that down already. As far as leads on songs, like Skip knew who can do what. So he was there through the whole process and was like, you know, this be a good song for Mike, and it's a good song for Anthony and Dwayne, you know what I mean? Kenny, you know, he knew how to like pull out the parts. And the thing is, there's no jealousy in the group. You know, there was more like, you know, we were real brothers and everybody had their time to shine, man. You know, so that's the way Riff sound was, you know what I mean? As we gotten older now, we starting to, I mean, we pretty much still have the same formula, but I think like growing up into men now, you're gonna see something really, really different, man, because we pretty much been in the game for 30 years, studied the game, and we're making our best music right now. So y'all get ready, man. Get ready for Riff and Men of Vision. Men of Vision is in the studio too, doing a new record. So we in there now doing it too. So it's 2 albums coming.
I know, right? Because y'all did y'all thing on You're My Inspiration by Chicago, the Peter Cetera. I love that song. That's one of my favorite songs. And so what you talked about formula. What formula, you know, there must be a formula that obviously exists for everything to match the whole perfect R&B sound for Black males, because there's a sound. I mean, you have the whole Temptations, you have the Four Tops, you have the Dramatics, you have all the Stylistics, all those people. What would that formula look like and consist of? What did that consist of for y'all, or for you in general?
For us, man, see, Riff, you know, you have the basic 3-part harmony. So you got, you know, 3-part harmony. You know what I mean? I think like what made us different, we had the top note, and then we had the baritone, like pretty much like the Temptations, but our baritone, man, he freaked it a little bit different, man. That's Smooth B. So I think that between Smooth B and being that the 4 of us, this is from the beginning, we all sang high, like everybody sang high. And Steven was the glue. So we kind of made our own formula, and we called it 5-part harmony, 5-part soul with a little bit of yesterday, with a lot of today. It's the old sound, but in a new way. And we stuck to that, learning from like the Force MDs and New Edition on how they did their stuff, the Force MDs, how they did their stuff, New Kids on the Block, how they did their stuff. We still wanted to be different. Like we took from all of those groups, but we came up with our own formula. And that's pretty much how it did. And we became a good a cappella group, like not knowing that we can do it like that, but like growing up in church and stuff, you know, we just knew harmonies well. So we can, you know, a lot of groups can't do it. That's true. Well, you know what I mean? If the music stopped, where you going with it. You know what I mean?
You're right about that.
There's a few groups that can hold it down hard like that, but Riff is one of those groups, man, that if the music stops, if the band stops, or something happened with the power and the mics are still on, you're still gonna get that sound.
Gotcha. I'm sorry, I turned down the volume because I stay in the city. I stay in DC, so you hear
No problem.
and it does it every time I do an interview. It's like, oh my God. But anyway, like I noticed that like literally you and Riff and like I said, and all the other guy groups or whatnot, the sound is untouchable. It's flawless. It's effortlessly singing. It's on point. Like when you think about that, I mean, growing up in Michigan, the whole battling, the different auditions, you think like, okay, I want to sing that. We had something called the Super Show, and people would look forward to that. Like, oh, I'm singing Shy. I'm going to sing this song, and I'm going to sing this song for Jodeci. And I'm just like, wow. So y'all actually started that. That was awesome. And like, I really am grateful and thankful for that because y'all are iconic. And a lot of people, you're welcome. And a lot of people don't know that. Like, I mean, literally, y'all started that. The whole battling, like, the whole Apollo, where people were auditioning, and the whole bump it or dump it type thing. It all came from New York and New Jersey. That was big. It started from there and emerged all across the world or whatnot. So what would you say are some of your most fondest memories growing up, like in general? I mean, in the 90s coming up in terms of, I know there was a lot of camaraderie. That's another thing I love about the 80s and 90s. Everybody respected everybody. Like when you see Jodeci, the troops, everybody getting on stage. Oh man, they about to kill it. And I know that everybody was like bumping it and like, and then when it's time for y'all to go on stage, it was the same love. I've always heard those great stories, nothing negative, always great things. How was that?
Well, see, here we go. Like Riff came out 1991. We dropped the same day as Jodeci and Boyz II Men. Okay, so we didn't actually get a chance to meet up with them right away because we went on tour with Vanilla Ice. We came out of the gate smoking. Like Boyz II Men and Jodeci I think they were on the Hammer tour. I'm not really. I think it was the Hammer tour. And then we started doing club days. We started to see these groups. You know what I mean? You'll see people like Jodeci. It'll be Boyz II Men. It'll be Tony Terry, Mint Condition, Riff, the Rude Boys. You know what I mean? You would see us all on these shows, man. And trust me, it was a little friendly competition because the thing is, when you on stage, you have to own that stage. You know what I mean? So you got to go up there or you will get smoked. Like you will get. Listen, we had to claw our way, but people got to show. That's the thing. Like, because everybody had their own thing and everybody picked up stuff from each other. Like I noticed, like, let's take Mint Condition, Stokely, right? He Riff had their own regiment of like warming up the vocals before we went out, right? We would do some acapella, right? Just to warm up the vocals. So when you get on stage, you ain't cracking, man. You ain't you pretty much open. Stokely, right? He would be backstage screaming. Like screaming, like because he sings high. So what he was doing was opening up. So I picked up stuff that people have their own thing on warming up their vocal cord. But yeah, it was always a friendly, cats shake their hand, they give you love. We was crew. But when we hit the stage, everybody had to go and do their job. So they were going at that house hard, which made everybody go at that house hard. And there was some hard girl groups out there as well, like Jade, that went hard, Ex-Girlfriend,
the Good Girls,
hard. The Good Girls. I never met up with the Good Girls, but I know Jade and Ex-Girlfriend. They went hard. SWV went hard.
TLC, yes.
TLC went hard. So
Escape.
Escape is another one. You know what I'm saying? So
Janae.
Watch this. Tracy Spencer.
Yeah. Oh my God, I love her.
Vanessa Williams. These are people that you know. High five.
Pebbles.
Listen, I can't forget my boys. High five. They went hard. Tony Thompson was destroying stages back there. High five? What? Destroying buildings. So we had fun. Yeah. And we still having fun.
Yes, I'm ready for all the new albums. And then like I know like Pebbles was hot, Karen White. Oh my God. I mean Tony Braxton, all of that. Like,
yeah, man. I mean, that's the good music, man. I mean, you listen, there was a time when we had to wait for albums, and this was when I was not in the industry. This was when I had to wait for records. I know records come out, the new albums, they're coming out every Tuesday. I used to get down there, man, and get these right here. Let me just show you what I mean. The cassettes.
I remember those. I'm not that young. I remember those. I actually got in trouble for stealing those from my mom. Like, and I'm gonna leave that to another episode because I would tell them about that. But yeah, I used to take some of the tapes all the time, and mom was like, "Where's my tape? You didn't take my tape." And I was like, "Mom, like, oh my God, like I got in trouble for taking the Silk, H-Town. I mean, Shy, all of that,
Good music, man. So I used to wait for them, man, when they come out and get it and then listen to it stay. Now, my most fond memory, just to recap, was just growing up looking and learning from the 80s, like watching Michael Jackson, Boy George Michael.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like Sting, like all these cats, like the Commodores, like the Barge, like just watching them perform, on TV. Music was so beautiful back then.
It really was. It was organic.
And I used to just sit back. Couldn't wait to get home to watch that. Not like I was a sponge, like soaking it all in. And it panned out, man, that was where God was sending me to. I was gonna be in a group. I had no idea. But I knew that I wanted to be. I wished I was in New Edition. I wanted to be in New Edition and the Force MDs and New Kids on the Block. I wanted to be a part of their band. And today, the group today, I wanted to be in their group. And today is our boys. These
Big Bub.
Yeah, we all come from Jersey and Blackstreet.
Yes.
We all come from Jersey. Me, Chauncey, and Eric Williams of Blackstreet. We used to sing in the same gospel group.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like you naming a lot of my faves. Like I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, we used to sing in the same gospel group, man. We all grew up together. We all learned from each other. There was a point because I used to drum and sing the top note. So Chauncey was like he was the lead singer. Everybody wanted to be Chauncey.
He did the one part. Don't leave me, girl.
Oh, you can sing too?
Oh, you're not supposed to do that. I guess I don't know. Thank you. I appreciate that.
You sound beautiful.
Thank you. That's a compliment. I appreciate that. But no, I remember him. And then thank you. And then Joy from Levi, he did his thing because that song was written by Michael Jackson. He was a co-writer on that with Teddy Riley. A lot of people didn't know that. And so when he did that one part, that part. And he wrote that song. It was it was inspirational because it was part of it was tribute towards his daughter because they all had their beautiful daughters in the video, Teddy Riley, and I remember that. And so it was interesting that the late great Michael, he played a part in that. Because when they were writing it, I'm like, I wonder what they were thinking when they wrote that song, because he definitely delivered that message. He conveyed it a lot. Like when he was hearing that song, that girl just giving me joy. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Go ahead with it, girl.
Thank you.
Go ahead with it.
And so, no, you did a favorite of mine, actually. So we had to lift every voice and sing. So I attended Clark Atlanta University, HBCU alumni, whatnot, and so we had to sing that in our choir. I was like, wow, what? How did that feel singing the Black National Anthem?
You know what? Again, our manager, Skip Van Rensselaer, man, he's very pro-Black. This guy, like, if you look at him, he looked like Malcolm X a little bit, like. But you know, he at the same time he was teaching us, like, you know, how to be men. Skip Van Rensselaer, I love him. That's my pops. He was teaching us how to be men. But when we was doing our second album, he was like, you know, you guys should do a rendition of the Black National Anthem. And he did an arrangement, taught us the song, and we put it on the record. And that was the best thing we ever could have done, because we had a chance to sing it for Donnie Simpson. Donnie Simpson on
oh my God,
Radio Soul. We sang it for him, and he liked it. He liked it, man. It was good. It was a good thing to do.
A lot of people don't know know a lot about the song. Some people don't know a lot about the song, and I'm like, how you don't know that song? Like, you sing it in church. They sing it all the time in church. You don't know. Well, then everybody didn't come from church, not judging them, but right. I know that song. And then also the late great James Weldon Johnson, who attended Clark Atlanta University, wrote the song, him and his brother.
Wow.
So yeah, like we had to learn that stuff, just like how the late great Joe Clark, he instilled that in y'all. So going to a HBCU, that was one of the things that was instilled upon us. We knew our history. We know where we come from. We know that our founding fathers and mothers who founded the institution, what it's about, why they did this, and why the school exists. And we had to learn all of that. So yeah.
Nice, man. You know, I had a chance to visit Howard University. We used to go down to Howard University all the time, and the culture down there, man, was so incredible down there. They used to have the homecomings.
Yes.
That was the first time I seen Guy, Teddy Riley, Today. It was Redhead Kingpin, Rex in Effect.
I remember him. Yes, Pump It Baby, Pump It Hoppy.
Yeah. That was that was like my second concert that I went to in my life. My first concert that I ever went to was Lisa and Colt Jackson.
Oh my God.
At Radio City Music Hall. I had a chance to. That was my first concert ever. It was her and Expose, and it was let me be the one. Yeah, that dumb. And Full Force came out on stage with Lisa that night to do All Cried Out, and the boys ripped off their pants. It was awesome. It was a great show. Great show.
Yeah, like, I mean, I can only imagine, like, y'all, I mean, it must have been so fun, like, living through the 80s. I came out in 85, so, you know, I remember. It's so funny because people are like, you remember the 80s more than you remember the 90s. I said, I remember aspects of the 90s. I love the 90s, but I'm an 80s baby. I remember stuff from the 70s. I remember a lot of stuff that people don't really think that I should remember, but I watched stuff and I remembered it, and thank God for that. But yeah, I like the old school music. So,
listen, well, Riff came out in 1991. The movie came out in 1989. But the 80s, man, was something. That's all I listened to, man. You know what I mean? It's crazy. Like, you know, like when I'm driving the car, you know what I mean? If I'm in my home and I'm playing music, I'm pretty much listening to the 80s or either gospel music. You know what I mean? See, the 90s, I came out. I don't really listen to the 90s because I was a part of that, but I listened to the 2000, but I skipped that 90s thing. I don't know why, because I was a part of that, and I rocked out in the 90s, but I learned from the 80s, like the 80s, from like 80, 3 up, man. I'm listening to the 80s heavy, so and learning and taking it in. So
yeah.
And my mom's, and then like my lady, she always asked me, yo, why you always listen to the 80s? I said, I'm still learning. I'm still learning.
And you never go wrong with the 80s. I mean,
No.
New Kids on the Block. I mean, come on now. Like, let's see. I mean, the new edition, Menudo. Menudo was iconic because I remember the story. Once you started growing peach fuzz, you got kicked out of the group. You got fired. Like literally, once you hit a growth spurt, you're gone.
Real. That's
you're
real.
gone. Yeah. And everybody was like, really? I said, yeah, that was Ricky Martin was in Menudo. That's how he got his start. And I remember shows like Kids Incorporated. Like I grew up on that. My late great grandmother would always have it playing all the time. And I would see Rasan Patterson. I love him. And I got to tell him, like, dude, I really love that you did that. You were the reasons why I was like, I wanted to be a child star so much, but hey, it didn't work out, but it's okay. And so I was like, man, like you were the reason, like, thank you for paving the way, like the Kimberly Fields and all of that, you know? And so it's so funny because that show, Kids Incorporated, they would play the music. Fergie was on there. Shanice was on there. I love Shanice. Wow. I love her. That's a fave. So yeah. And so it's so funny because like just watching them play the songs and the whole Top of the Pops, the whole Solid Gold, Soul Train, the dance party with Nia Peoples. Like I miss those shows because you got to feel the energy, the raps, MC raps, the whole all of that with Downtown Julie Brown, and Video Soul, you know, Sherry Carter and Donnie Simpson. And it was just like, wow, you know, that was so iconic. And we need to get back to that. Like, I wish they had a show for that. That would be dope. But
you know what? It's ironic, man, that they show, but you know what? From what I understand, things change. You know what I mean? It changes. Like, because when my mom was growing up, there was a lot of stuff going on. And I'm sure she saw the change and probably didn't like the change. You know what I mean? But like, I mean, music changed. You know what I mean? And the way music is right now, man, is definitely different. I'm just glad to be here to see it, though. To see it.
Yeah,
you know what
it
I mean?
is good to see it. It is.
I'm glad to be here to see it. Because look, it's still hope. You know what I mean? That, you know, R&B will get its groove back, man, and you know what I mean. We can hear it more, man. Somebody has to be listening to it, man. You know what I mean? It just can't be in your playlist on your phone. It needs to be in the car too. Like when you rocking, you need to be listening to that good R&B station. So these radio DJs trying to stick with the time. You know what I mean? So they're playing what they think all the youngsters want to hear. You know,
but some of it is garbage though. And it's recycled and it's like audio tuned out of this world. And everybody that I've like had on the show, we have this conversation all the time. Like they're just like, come on. Like I know it's some people that are out there like the Jasmine Sullivans. I love her. That is if like literally that is the reincarnation of Phyllis Hyman mixed with Layla Hathaway. Completely embodied. Like if they ever do a movie, please get her to do the movie.
And she's still look good too. She still look good.
Layla is dope. And then and then I like Ari Lennox, she's another dope one that can sing. Ella Mai. Her is dope. She's another virtuoso, like phenomenal. I heard her in concert at the Prince tribute. She was amazing. Oh my God.
There's a few cats out there that's really singing, that's really doing it. Like you said, her,
Jasmine Sullivan, Fantasia.
They hold it down. You know what I mean? They really sing it, man. So you know, it's not all bad, but
no, it's not all. But we need more. You know,
we do have some bad seeds out there. They shouldn't have these deals, man. But anyway, it's all good, man. We just gonna keep grinding. Listen, we gonna keep grinding. I ain't hating on the youngsters.
I no hate here. I didn't take it that way because
Oh, no.
Everybody that's on my show, they say the same thing, and I be agreeing. I'm like,
yeah.
Like, I mean, if the power goes out, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Are you gonna sound? Yeah. So it's kind of like, wow.
See, you understand what's going on.
I mean, I'm from Flint, Michigan, so we grew up with Motown, you know. So I gotta know, you know, yeah. So so going into that, who are some of your top female male vocals of all time? I ask everybody that question because I like to hear what people say. Like, I like to hear, like, okay, who's listening to what, who was inspired by what.
All right, my favorite. You want me to do my top 5?
Do whatever you want to do. I'm here. I'm listening.
All right, my top 5 male singers, and the reason why I'm going with them because the fact is, to me, they changed the game. You understand what I'm saying? I want to say I'll probably change it every week, but this is because it was so much. It was so much going on. God. But if I had to choose and be 100,000 right now, it would have to be number 5 would be Luther Vandross. When you heard the Luther Vandross record, you knew it was Luther Vandross. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. Smooth. Nobody sound like Luther. Smooth. That's the best thing. That's
nobody.
Yeah. They were all unique.
Come on. Okay. Luther, number 5. Number 4, I'm gonna go with
Teddy Pendergrass.
No.
Okay.
No, watch this. It's Luther. I'm gonna go with Michael Jackson.
Okay. That's yes.
Okay.
Michael's voice was special too. It was nobody sounded like him. When he did Ben.
Come on.
Oh my God. Ben, the two of us, we look no more. Yeah.
Come on. Michael.
He was singing about a rat, but it's okay. Ben was a rat.
It was. Michael. Okay. Now I'm bringing it up
Okay.
Prince.
Yes. He's a great girl, so that's my favorite.
Okay. That's my number 3. Number 2, I'm gonna go with Aaron Hall. He changed the game. You have to understand. When you heard Aaron, you like, okay. And that was Charlie Wilson was the earlier guy, and Aaron got his thing from him. But Aaron had something different, man.
Somebody else too.
He had something else. Aaron Hall has something else. You understand what I'm saying?
He did.
And then I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go here because I have no choice but to go here. Ralph Tresvant, because Ralph Tresvant was the leader of my favorite group, New Edition. I gotta give it to Ralph Tresvant. That's my top 5.
I could sound like him when I sing that. Somebody told me I was like, everybody singing little things without knowing that life things are changed.
No way.
All I keep thinking about is her in my life, and I'll never be the same until he is mine.
Come on.
My friends keep telling me to cool it now. No, but he had a special voice. I like him. He was my favorite.
Now think about that. Think about the 5. Think about the 5 I just said. Ralph Tresvant, Aaron Hall. Who else? Who did I say? I said Prince, Michael Jackson. And Luther Vandross.
And Ralph Tresvant.
Yeah, I said, come on, man. These are trailblazers, man. These guys.
They are because they had a special sound. They really did. And I mean, I everybody has their list. I mean, hey, I like to hear what everybody likes because it's interesting. But yeah, Ralph.
You have to understand this too. Yeah. Out of those guys that I just named, you can pretty much look at the music industry, right? and see who tried to copy them.
Yeah.
Everybody tried to copy Ralph. Everybody tried to copy Aaron Hall. Everybody tried to copy Michael Jackson, Prince, and Luther Vandross. You have to understand. I know what I'm talking about.
I agree. I agree because right now, so when I think of somebody there's there's a couple of people that make me remember Prince. Ro James is phenomenal.
Ro James.
Yes, and I'll give that to him. Yes. And another person that I believe that, like, honestly, they were trying to, like, who career was supposed to be like Michael's, but it messed up. Chris Brown.
Chris Brown. Listen,
Chris Brown was supposed to be the next MJ, but you know, that whole situation happened. But anyway, so when I think of somebody, like, for instance, there's somebody that sounds like, when I think of Babyface and El DeBarge, if there was a cousin, if Babyface and El DeBarge cousin is Lloyd, the singer Lloyd, that I definitely get that, because that voice, his voice is just so special. And then with Luther Vandross, okay, Ruben, they had Ruben. Ruben was like,
Come on, and it's a lot more cats that took from Luther, that took from Prince, took from Michael, took from Aaron. That's how we got R. Kelly.
I was gonna say that.
All these cats, like, they listen to Aaron, freak it, and
the ad lib, just Drew Hill, Cisco. Yes,
listen, when that's how. Listen,
what you want?
Aaron Hall created that sound. That him and Teddy and Timmy Gatlin, they created that New Jack Swing. You have to understand this. So everybody that was doing New Jack Swing was pretty much copying Aaron.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Troop was copying Michael Jackson. I'm just saying.
Oh, that was his song, though. People didn't know that. But that was All I Do Is, that was the Jacksons. People don't know that. I was like, that was Jackson's.
This is my point. D'Angelo, Prince. You understand what I'm saying? So this is what I'm saying, man. The guys that I named, I think they are trailblazers. A lot of cats copy it. I'm not saying everybody. I'm saying that they pretty much, you know, a lot of cats took from what they did and bought it, you know, bought their own thing to it too as well. You know what I mean? So
they did. I agree. I agree. I mean, and that's why it's so important for people to represent and come with the same energy that y'all came with.
Come on, man.
Like, literally, people not learning their songs. I remember Diddy making a band. Y'all don't want it enough. Y'all don't want this, you know. And it was like, wow, when he told them to go to Junior's and get the cheesecake, that was so funny. Oh my God.
Yeah,
I was laughing at that because it was hilarious, but I got what he was trying to do.
Yeah.
And then the late great Andre Harrell, yes. So that whole New Jack Swing movement.
Come on, man.
And then what I remember is Christopher Williams. That's another fave. I'll Be Sure. I mean, all of that.
I'll Be Sure. Michael Jackson. See, that's what I'm saying. Christopher Williams. I don't know who Christopher Williams sounds like.
Teddy Pendergrass. That's Teddy Pendergrass.
Yeah.
He's dope. He's dope. Like when he did Come and Go With Me.
Yeah.
Oh my God. On the MTV Uncut, he sounds just like him. Amazing. It was amazing. Like literally.
Williams is my boy too. That's my guy, man. Good.
And then when he did Feel the Fire with the late, no. So he with the great Stephanie Mills. Oh my God, that's awesome. Yes. Another fave, phenomenal singing. Yeah.
Wow. So good.
Yes. So in terms of females, who are your females?
Wow. Okay. I'm ready. Listen. I'm not playing with this because the ladies is watching. You understand what I'm saying? I gotta come correct or stay home. So let me think about this for a second. Number five. Now when I say female artists, I'm talking about female that changed the game. You know what I mean? Like when you heard them. So I'm gonna start from number one. Janet Jackson. She changed it for me because the fact is, and even though she was Michael's sister and the Jacksons, she still had her own thing.
She did. Janet had a special voice, and nobody sounds like her. I mean, Ashanti and Sierra, I think they were trying to groom them to be the next Sierra because of the dancers and whatnot. And okay, Aaliyah had a special sound too. And so, yes, Janet. Yes, I agree. Janet is,
Come on, man. Okay, let me see where I'm going now. Number 2 is Beyonce. I got to give it to Beyonce, man. I'm telling you, I've never seen anyone do what she do.
She's phenomenal. She's phenomenal.
Today, Beyonce is
the version of James Brown's like the hardest working woman.
I can't understand it. Like she moves on stage, she do all that dancing and stuff like that there, and her vocals is clean. I'm talking clean, like he has to practice in like a steam room or something because the fact that her vocals are so pure and clean, and she's going to give you better than the album version. Like when she sings, she delivers all the time. So I've really never seen her have a bad day. Beyonce, number 3.
I agree.
Number 3, I gotta go old school though. So I'm gonna go Patti LaBelle.
Yes. Yes.
I have to go Patti LaBelle.
Yes. She's another flawless, effortlessly singing person. Like literally, she always sounds the same. And another person that can come close to her is Fantasia.
Fantasia's good.
Yep.
Patti LaBelle. I'm gonna go number 4 for me. For singing, the ladies, it would have to be all right. It's two newcomers that I have to say that they have it. I've seen them perform, I've seen them sing, and
but we talking about greats. We talking about the late. You can say them. You can say them because I want to hear them. But I want to hear the. Oh, I want to hear the.
All right. Yeah. Gladys Knight. I gotta say Gladys Knight.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Gladys Knight. And number 5 for me, women, who I thought was amazing. This lady didn't get her props all the way. She did.
Phyllis Hyman.
No. What's the lady that sang background for Luther Vandross?
Lisa Fisher. She did too. A lot of people sung background for him.
Lisa Fisher, that's her. She had that.
Tell
song.
Me, Ease the Pain.
Ease the Pain. Come on. What? You ever listen? I was in.
She's phenomenal.
I was in a room watching her sing this song.
Yeah.
And I almost fainted. Now you have to understand what that does when you almost faint when somebody sings. This lady was wrecking the crowd. I'm talking about wrecking the building. Luther had her sing that song at his concert. Well, his last concert at Radio City. But Luther had her come out and sing the song. And she was wrecking that crowd so bad, man. See, that's the thing, man. And listen, it's very few that can wreck buildings. But the ladies that I just named all wreck buildings, man. They kill it.
I agree. Who you gonna name young? The two you're gonna name. Go ahead and name them.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Now I'm going to shock you right now. Jessie J.
Yeah.
And Tori Kelly.
Yes. Tori Kelly is dope. I love her. When she did, yes. Don't You Worry About a Thing by Stevie Wonder. She killed that. And Sing It. I think it was Sing It Too or Sing Too. Yes.
Listen, both of those girls is serious.
Yeah.
Trust me when I tell you.
Tori is kind of like Tina Marie. She kind of like Tina Marie a little bit. Yeah, I love Tina Marie. Yeah.
Incredible.
Yes. I agree. I'm just like, I mean, you didn't really shock me because I'm not surprised with those. Shocking would have been like if you would have said somebody that really shouldn't have been.
Listen, these girls that I'm telling you can stand in the room with the best of them and get down.
Yeah.
Those
Tori is bad.
That I'm telling
Tori is bad. And Jessie's bad too.
Listen, and I can't forget about Brandy either. You know what I mean?
Yes, and Monica.
You know what I can't forget about Brandy. You know what? I like Monica. I'm not saying that I don't like Monica. I love Monica. I love Monica. Okay. All right. But Brandy, Tori Kelly, and Jessie J.
Is it because she's the what is it? The Bible? They call her the vocal Bible.
Who? Which one?
Brandy.
And Brandy is. Listen,
they call her the vocal Bible. The what is it? The vocal Bible. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, y'all. But yeah.
Listen. These women can stand in a room. No, actually, you can strip them down. Strip them down. Just sing.
JoJo, yes, JoJo can sing. So
JoJo is dope. JoJo is dope. JoJo is dope. You know, they all come from the same class. But you know, if I had to pick 3 more, it would definitely be Brandy, Kelly, and Jessie J.
Yeah, Jessie J is bad.
Crazy.
And she holding. Oh, Adele. I love Adele.
Adele is good.
I like her. I like I mean, I'm trying to think of other ones that are dope. It's another girl from England that's dope too, Duffy. She had a song, You Got Me Begging You for Mercy. Yeah.
Oh yes, dope. Yep.
Yeah, and then another one is it's another girl Leona Lewis. Awesome
singer.
Bleeding Love.
Listen, man, it's so much talent.
I think the screen freezing.
You know what?
Is the screen freezing? Your screen froze.
Mine?
Can you hear me? Your screen froze.
Yeah, I'm
for some reason the connection is acting crazy. I apologize, y'all. I don't know why my connection is acting up.
It's okay. It's okay. I'm good. We're gonna take let it come back. It'll come back.
Hold on.
I can see you. Ladies and gentlemen, we're trying to get it together. Hold on. Don't worry about nothing. She'll be back. You know what I mean? The numbers are still rolling. We at 51 minutes, 58, 59, 52, 2 minutes right now. She'll be back. Anyway, I'm having a good time, man. Thank y'all for showing up. I can't see you, but I'm having a good time, man. This is awesome.
Sorry. I got 2 of them. Why do I got 2 of my screens? It's something going on with the thing.
It's okay. That's okay.
Okay, there we go. So, of course, I had to do this. I apologize, y'all. So, hold on 1 second. Okay, there we go. So, a part of my show. So, first of all, I want to thank you for all of the great things that you've done in terms of paving the way, and to honor and pay respect to Nitty Green and Riff and the late great Mr. Joe Clark, who the movie was inspired by. Well, Lean on Me was inspired by. We have DeLorean Cotton singing Lean on Me.
Uh-oh.
So I'm going to bring him in right now. Let me bring him in.
Okay.
Say hi, DeLorean. This is Mr. Nitty Green from Riff and Vizion.
Hey.
What's going on, brother?
I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself, man? This is an honor and a privilege.
Thank you, man.
I grew up on, let me tell you, me and my siblings, we grew up on Lean on Me.
That's
and
what's up.
We knew just about every word to everybody's part of the movie, but I'm going to go ahead and pay this tribute.
Let's go.
That might be a little too high. Hold on, let me go. I got to take it. Well, actually, no, I can take it down. I'll take it.
No, you don't have to start on that note.
Okay. Sometimes in our lives, we all have pain. We all have sorrow.
Ooh, son.
But if we are wise, we know that there's always tomorrow. Lean on me.
Yeah.
When you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on.
My man.
No, keep going. No, keep
going. Call me, brother, when you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on. I just might have a problem that you'd understand. We all need somebody to lean on.
Come on, man.
You
can.
Come on.
Go ahead.
No, I'm not doing No, you already know. I don't know. Go ahead do that.
Yo, man. You have a voice. Yo, come on, son.
Appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Tell me you like working on some music, man.
I actually am. I really am. Yep. I'm doing that. I am a professional singer.
Right.
So I do, you know, whatever it is, you name it, whether it's performing in a band, weddings. Like I said, I was just telling her, I was like, I didn't know if I was gonna be able to come on because I was in a rehearsal for a wedding, doing a band for a wedding. So, you know, things like that. But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna have to, I gotta cut it short because I gotta get on here. I said, because this is definitely an honor. So man, y'all, man, that bathroom scene.
Yeah.
Searching for dear inside you on to victory.
Yeah. Yo, man. Yo, you are a superstar, bro.
Oh man, I appreciate it.
I want you to know that.
Thank you so much.
Superstar, man. Keep the grind. Keep going 100,000 degrees, man.
Absolutely will.
When this pandemic is up, we got to bring you down here to Jersey, man, like to open up for Riff, man. We're gonna do some big things together, man. So make sure you DM me your number. I'm gonna give you my number. We're gonna lock it in. We're gonna get you down here, bro.
Okay. I will definitely do that. I appreciate it.
Yeah, we gonna get you down here. You sound good, man.
Thank you. Truly appreciate it.
Up, man. Keep it
Thank
up.
you so much.
I got a question though. How can we get some of your music? You have music out or you just working on it?
I'm working on music now. I have some things that that I've done. I've done, some cover things, and I got things on YouTube and everything like that. But other than that, as far as my own music, with me, that's what I'm working on now. So
beautiful. Well, this is what I need. I need when you DM me, make sure you give me your number. I'm gonna send you back mine. You know what I mean? And we're gonna connect. Okay.
Most definitely.
All right, brother, man.
All right, man. Appreciate it,
man. Thank you for the tribute, man. I appreciate it.
All right, no problem. You're welcome.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Wow. Get back to the practice. Bye. Thank you.
That's crazy, yo. He sings.
Yes, he does. Yes,
he gets
does.
down.
He was amazing.
He gets down. That's awesome.
So I know you're working on some things and whatnot. You have a song out called With Me.
With Me, yeah.
Yes.
Definitely, man.
So I'm going to. Are we cleared for me to play it? Because I don't want to get hit by. Okay. I don't want to get hit by YouTube.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Can you hear it?
Yeah.
You need you a man who is proud to tell the world that you're his one. Yeah, you need a man who's gonna tell the other girls who come around that you're his one. I know he broke you down, all the way to the ground, made you feel like you were someone crazy. Lied to you, put the blame on you, although you got it red-handed. You're all I see, all I need. The air I breathe, I don't know if I can live without you. I'm down to ride when you're by my side. You can let your guard down with me, baby. I need you you to sit back and relax, baby. Stop getting mad at things that aren't even there, baby. Come on over here, baby. It's me. I ain't your ex-boyfriend. You with a real man. Oh, now I think I can really be. So that mean that you are mine. That ain't got time for no hoes. No, you ain't gotta worry about a woman coming to you as a woman. Girl, I see.
So I'm gonna cut it short. You can continue. Yeah. Cut it short because YouTube, like, that's when they tap in. You can continue singing though.
No, I'm okay.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
They like to cut in. They like to do that to people.
No, they ain't. Listen, everything is good. Thank you so much. Yeah, man.
You are welcome. You are so welcome.
I am definitely working on, I'm working on some solo material as well, along with, everybody else that's in the group. During this pandemic, I found out that I can do songs that I can't do at Riff. You know what I mean? It's two different styles. So I felt like I have another side. I found out that there's another side of me that needed to come out. Mm-hmm. And, better late than never, man. I'm still here. I'm breathing. You know what I mean? I still got my head full of hair. I'm good. You know what I mean? I'm good. I gotta, I'm still trying to put down good music. Mm-hmm. That's it.
Well, this has definitely been iconic, and oh my God, like, thank you for tuning in. I try to be good and not go over a certain time because I didn't know to do that. But thank you so much, Mr. Nitty Green. And also, you are the host of Vibe Sessions as well. Did I say Vibe Sessions?
Vibe Sessions.
So check that out. And please tell us where we can find you at and follow you.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, every Sunday night at 7 p.m., we're live on Facebook. Right here in StreamYard is our platform, man, and we doing Vibe Sessions where we talk about life, love, and music. You can find me at Nitty Green. That's on all your digital platforms, man, like or Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. You know what I mean? All of that.
Thank you, Elise.
At Nitty Green. Okay. You can also follow my group Riff at Riff Sounds on all those platforms, and the official Men of Vision. Y'all can look us up, man. We have new material dropping, and follow me on YouTube, man. Go to YouTube and like my videos. I got a couple of videos out, and stream the music. Check it out, man. I promise you, you will not be disappointed. I'd like to send shout outs to Katrina Hertz for setting this up. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Katrina. Kick Your Heels Entertainment.
Thank you so much, man. This was awesome. I felt like I was at the house kicking it with my sister. You have to understand this. A conversation with my sister. I felt it like that.
Thank you.
I like to say, and I like to say hello to my, my management team. They're watching. So,
hello.
We like to say hello.
My mother says, awesome interview. Thank you.
Your moms, thank you, Ma. Appreciate it, Ma. Listen, when I come down, you in DC, right?
I'm in DC. She's in Atlanta.
All right. Well, when I come through Atlanta, I'm coming to DC. I'm coming to the house because I like home cooking.
Well, I gotta get my home first, but thank you.
I'm coming to the house. You know what I mean?
Hey, well, thank you.
All right.
Definitely, when y'all come for a show, let me know so I can support. So yeah.
I appreciate you so much, man. Thank you so much, D.
Appreciate it. And I will be checking out your episode on Vibe Sessions because you have my fave that's going to be on there, my other fave.
Come on through. Hang out with us, man. Talk to us.
Her. Oh my gosh.
Hey, listen, if you have any questions that you would like for us to ask Shanice, just message.
I want her on my show.
Oh, okay. There you go, man. Send it in there, man. She gonna be there looking, watching everything.
Yeah, that'd be good. Yes.
All right.
Thank you.
All right.
You have a wonderful evening and stay safe.
You too now.
Thank you. Bye.
Talk to you later.
Bye. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to Conversations with Dee. And my next episode is on Sunday with a wonderful songwriter, LaShonda Schofield. And so make sure you check that out at 7 p.m. So we will do that, and I will see you on Sunday. Have a great night. God bless. Thank you for watching, everybody.